Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing well. Today we're going to look at lesson 58, parts 6 to 11, and I'll walk you through a couple examples from each part. So our first part, part 6, is asking you to solve these division problems. So we have 36,630 divided by 9. Our first step is to see our first number. We'll underline that, that's our 3. So we want to look, can 9 go into 3? No, we know that cannot happen. Let's look at our next number. So then we have 36. Can 9 go into 36? Yes, it goes into it 4 times. So since it's a 4, I'm going to match it up with our 1 place value. Since it's 36, put 4 on top of here. And then our next number is a 6. Can 9 go into 6? No, it cannot. Can 9 go into 63? Yes, it goes into 63 7 times. Now with numbers where you're combining in the middle, you need to make sure that the answer you put on top has 2 digits. So 63, there's 2 digits, and now our answer on top needs to have 2 digits. So that's why we put a 0 here. And then our last part, we have, can 9, how many times does 9 go into 0? 0 times, and there's our answer, 4,070. So you can pause this video and continue the rest of the questions on part 6, and then come meet me back when you're ready for part 7. All right, so part 7, we're looking at area. I'll write out our shape that we're going to be solving for, our rectangle. Our first one has 12 feet and 9 feet. And we're going to solve for our area. So here we are. So remember, what is our formula? How do we solve for area? It's always length times width. So I'll even write that here. Length times width. All right, so let's look. Our length is 12 feet. And make sure we're always including our measurements. So we're writing 12 feet times our width, which is 9 feet. All right, so now you can solve. 12 times 9 equals 108. So our answer, and now we have to be very careful what measurement we put, because now that we've solved for area, it's 108 square feet. Because that shows the measurement within the square, not just on the length or the width. So our answer is 108 square feet. So you can pause this video, solve for the rest of the rectangles for part 7, and meet me back for part 8. All right, so part 8, we're completing the equation where we're turning whole numbers into fractions. So I'll do the first couple with you. So we have 9 equals something over 1 and something over 6. So as you can see, everything that we'll solve for will all equal 9 because they all have an equal sign beside them. So 9 equals something over 1. Now when you're missing your top number, all you'll have to do is multiply your bottom number with your whole number. So 1 times 9 equals 9. Nice job. We've solved for our first one. Our next one is something over 6. So if you don't want to get confused with this one, you can even look back at your whole number because it will all equal the same. So we have 9 over something over 6. So again, since we're missing our top number, we're going to multiply our bottom number by the whole number. So 9 times 6 equals 54. Nice job, and that's how we solve for A. Let's look at B. So there's 2 types of questions in part 8. Either when you're missing your top number in a fraction, or you're missing your whole number. So B, we have that we're missing our whole number. So we have 9 over 3, And this is when you can now simply divide. So 9 divided by 3. Think, how many times does 3 go into 9? You can either use your multiplication chart or count by threes. We have 3, 6, 9. So 3 goes into 9 3 times. So there's our whole number. Awesome. So you can pause this video and continue with part 8, and then come back when you're ready for part 9. So for part 9, you're going to need the picture that Mr. S and I have attached to your assignment for today, where it gives you a description on how you should write each fraction. So I'll go through 2 examples. First one, I'll read it. So we have A, the fraction is less than 1. The numbers are 68 and 29. So remember, some of our rules, if the fraction is less than 1, the number that's smaller goes on the bottom, and the top number must be smaller than the larger number because it's less than 1. So we have our numbers, we have 68. Since it's larger, it'll be on the bottom. And then we have 29. Right? And we know 29 over 68, that doesn't equal 1, so we know it's in the same position. We can always make sure that our biggest number, we know 68 over 68, that equals 1. But it says the fraction is less than 1, so that shows why we need to put our smaller number on the top, because 29 is less than 68. All right, let's look at a couple more examples. We have B. The picture shows 7 parts in each unit. There are 20 parts shaded. All right, so remember, what's shaded always goes on the top. So it says there are 20 parts shaded, so that goes on the top. And then the number of units always goes on the bottom. So it says there's 7 parts in each unit, so that'll go on the bottom. So for B, we have 20 over 7. Okay, let's do one more. So this is similar to A. We have the numbers are 10 and 2, and the fraction is more than 1. So that means the bigger number now goes on top. So we have 10, and then the smaller number, which is 2, goes on the bottom, because now it's more than 1. So when 10 is over 2, that means it's definitely equals more. It definitely equals more than 1. All right, so you can finish up D in part 9, and then we're almost done for our lesson. Let's take a look at part 10. We're writing the division problem and the answer for each multiplication problem. So I'll write out our first one. We have 4 times something equals 32. And then we're going to write it as a division problem. Okay, so we have 4 times something equals 32. You can use your multiplication chart right now if you need. So we're looking at what times 4 would equal this number, and we know it is 8. So we have 4 times 8 equals 32. When we're putting that into a division problem, we know our answer always goes in the problem. So we'll put 32 here, and our first number goes to at the side, so we have 4, and then our other number goes at the top here. So we have 4 times 8 equals 32, just represented as a division problem. All right, so let's do one more here. We have B, so we have 9 times something equals 27. So again, you can figure out not what times 9 would equal 27, and it's 3. 9 times 3 equals 27. So again, our answer is what we put underneath the line. So we have 27 here. Our first number goes at the side. And then our second number that we're multiplying by goes at the top. And make sure to line up right in the same place value. So I'm not going to put my 3 above the 2, but I'll put it above the 7. All right, so 27 divided by 9 equals 3. All right, so you can finish part 10 up, and then we just have part 11 left. Awesome job, guys. You're doing great. All right, so for part 11, we're making number families for each problem, and we're going to write the answer. So I'll do A with you. So Debbie had money in her purse and in her pocket. She had $3.45 in her pocket and $18.97 in all. So now I just read a key word, all. So it's an all problem. So we know there's two things that are going to be combined. There'll be what she has in her purse, what she has in her pocket, and then of course, what's in all is always at the end of the arrow. All right, so our main question is, how much money did Debbie have in her purse? So we know that she had $3.45 in her pocket. I'll put that on our number family. Remember to always include your dollar sign and your decimal. $3.45. And in all, she had $18.97. Put that here. And what we're trying to find out is her purse. How much money did she have in her purse? So since we're looking for a small number, what we'll have to do is subtract. We have to subtract our big number by our other small number to solve for our purse. So remember to line this up with all your decimals properly. So we have 1897 minus $3.45. All right, so we have 7 minus 5 equals 2. We have 9 minus 4 equals 5. Gonna make sure we drop down our decimal. Then we have 18 minus 3, which is 15. All right, and definitely make sure we're adding our dollar sign, and then we can input that at the top. So we know our purse, she has $15.52. And there's our solution for our first problem. So now you can finish up the rest of part 11. Let me know, or Mr. S know, if you have any questions, and keep up the awesome work. Great job, guys.